Thanks for joining us on AM this morning. It is 25 minutes after 8. This is a live shot of Auckland this morning. A high of 18 degrees today, a low of 11. Partly cloudy with a few showers, mainly north of the city. Currently taking 37 minutes from Silverdale to the city and 53 minutes from Bombay. Traffic updates thanks to our partner Battery Zone, your local battery experts.
Time now for the panel of the day. We've got entertainer Suzy Cato and PR consultant Sarah Sparks. Morena.
Morena.
Now, we were talking about the National Seismic Hazard Model that's been updated. Are you prepared for an earthquake, Sarah?
Being the farmer's daughter I am, absolutely. I've got a grab bag and my emergency kit at home and in the car.
What's in your kit?
Wow.
What's in my kit? I've got first aid kit, torch, batteries, cash. At home I've got food, I've got clothes.
How much cash are we talking?
Where's your car park?
Just organised, right? Because you've got a plan to plan. So, you know, and just take responsibility for yourself and your whānau. So, and phone list, emergency numbers, all of that stuff. Yeah, I'm really organised.
That is a good idea. I never thought of cash though.
Yeah, always well, look, when we had a power crisis, you know, several years ago, and all the ATM machines weren't working, you know, and people wanted to buy food or whatever, no one had cash. So, yeah, I've got cash too.
Suzy, how much cash are you keeping in your cupboards?
Oh, very good question. Not enough, obviously. Because after COVID, when we've become pretty much a cashless society, it's something to really be aware of. But to have it tucked safely away. Yeah. Look, I'm quite prepared as well. Having had several episodes of Suzy's World with volcanoes and earthquakes, and then Brian and Bobby's civil defence kits up on my YouTube channel, I have had a civil defence kit for years. I've involved with Te Papa's Earth Rocks over the years as well. And that was all about preparing Wellington for earthquakes or potentially tsunami. So I've been aware of it, but during COVID, the last lockdown, ate all the food stuff, so need to replenish that. And we just used that brand new tarp that we'd kept aside for collecting fresh water for something else. So it's like, yes, we need to get on top of those sorts of things. You do tend to take things for granted. Telephone numbers are a great thing. Yeah. Trying to remember numbers these days, where they're all in your phone, but even having a landline, is that as important as it used to be? Having, you know, your battery charged and those sorts of things. So important.
Remembering phone numbers is a funny one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I realised yesterday I was going for a walk and I phoned my grandma, and I always do that off memory. And I think there's one other phone number I can remember, but the rest have all gone by the wayside. So you do need to write them down.
Yeah, write them down.
The other thing is preparing your kids. So much easier when they're little, you just pick them up and away you go. When they're older, it's about preparing them without making it scary. So I don't know if you're doing that already at home.
My one's that I can just pick them up.
Oh, great,
and take
okay.
them with me. I mean, there might be some kicking and screaming, but but no, they're little.
I tried picking up my teens, there'd be some kicking and screaming too, probably from me. But it's that whole thing of making it into a game. School holidays are great for that. So you know the game, the floor is lava. Yeah. And getting them up off the ground type thing. It's then turning it into, okay, the couch is on fire. What do? We stop, drop and roll. You know, those sorts of things. We crawl out if there's the smoke in the room, and how you find your emergency areas, turning it into a game. So you're prepared. It's not a panic anymore. When you're under a panic situation, you know, you forget to do things. So it's about having fun with it. Any emergency is not going to be fun for anybody, but if you get that muscle memory of where you have to go and what you have to do, it becomes more simple.
Indoor activity for the poor weather we're going to be having this week as well. Now, local body elections, we need to get our votes into the post today. Have you both voted, Sarah?
I absolutely have. I had to cast a special vote. But interesting in terms of looking at the breakdown, the data of how many people haven't voted. And I think in terms of their absence, you know, 90% haven't in Tamaki in Auckland. Is that actually a vote? Are they actually, by not
we don't
voting...
want any of them.
Yeah. So you do wonder in terms of what that represents in terms of our elected officials. Just saying.
And
Suzy, I see you've brought something with you.
Yes, I did. Actually, when I got the invitation to come up today, I thought, right.
Don't show your...
Don't show us who you're voting for.
No,
Yeah, or any of your...
I haven't signed anything. I haven't,
Oh, okay,
I haven't filled it in yet. I've taken a little bit of time because there are so many new names now, and I think it's really important that we know who we're voting for and that our values align with those that are wanting to represent us. So it's important that we do our homework, but then we need to get this in. So I just wanted to say this is really important on your voting form as to where you need to get your information in. So libraries are a good place. Here in Auckland, the libraries countdown, but check in your area where you need to get this in by Saturday and vote. Have a say. It's really important that we have somebody that represents us and we have our country going in the direction that we want it. And there are a lot of people with some very strong opinions. They're saying that the elderly and homeowners are more likely to have voted already.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think there needs to be, next time round, we need to be able to do it online. We need to be able to go through our marae. You know, it's like...
Easier, more accessible, ease.
Because at the moment it's a one world view methodology and that's not serving everyone in our society.
Well, as we've seen, the radicals are out there getting their point across in such strong ways. They'll be the ones that are voting too. So we need to make sure that
That's true.
everybody is well represented.
Indeed. Thank you both so much for coming on the show this morning. Good to see you both. Entertainer Suzy Cato and PR consultant Sarah Sparks. It is news time.